Hello all viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Essence of Delight. This channel is created with lot of enthusiasm for the lovers of English language and literature. I hope you enjoy. Give likes as many times as you wish and don't forget to press the subscribe button below. And also please click the bell icon beside that so that you can get notification whenever a new video is uploaded. Please share the video to everyone, as many people as you can, and be supportive. Thank you. So let's get started with our model today, and here it is. Welcome viewers to our new module today. Today we will be focusing on writing reports for newspapers. Writing reports is narrating an event of the past. It has already taken place, it has already occurred, and today our focus is mainly how to frame that report to be published in a newspaper. Well, a report for a newspaper actually should be considered in two parts, namely the form of presenting the report and the content of the report itself. Well, as for the form is exclusively same for all types of reports, but as for the content, it changes with the perspective of the report. Well, regarding this content, at first we must understand that newspaper reports that we are ought to learn today are mainly of two types. One in which some mishappening is there, some casualties are there. That is, in a broader aspect, we can call an accident report. And there is another aspect of reporting some events, social events, some functions, some programs, where there is no casualties but a proceeding of the entire function or program or the event is to be reported. And that we put under non-accident reports. And today we are going to focus on the first one, how to write accidental reports for the newspaper. To start with, we will first discuss on the form, that is, how this report is framed at the beginning till the end. In the form part, there are 3 or 4 things. Number one, there is a heading. Remember, it is not the title, it is the heading. Now, for accident reports where there are casualties, that which we are discussing today, focusing on, the heading should be catchy. It should be brief, precise, and plainly assert the accident that has happened and its casualties. Like, take one accident, one road accident is there. You frame the heading like this: a terrifying bus accident. We also put the place like Lalgola, Murshidabad, and with a hyphen we state the number of people that are dead in that situation, 11 killed. So the heading of the composition of report for newspaper should first initiate with a catchy line. Then the correspondent that sense that someone is making this report for that newspaper, and eventually it may be a professional reporter in actual cases for the newspapers, and for us it is we ourselves who are composing this report. Now how do we place this? After giving the heading, just below it we use this term by a local correspondent. Well, it may differ. There are other variations too. By a staff reporter, by a local correspondent. Staff reporter is also found. Now, this can be placed just below the heading, or even if you wish, you can place it even after drafting the entire report. Then, the third important point for the form is place and date that is to be mentioned at the beginning of the drafting. Now place where the incident has occurred, and date, it will be appropriate to put the date on the same day in which this report is being published in the newspaper. And the date, you can mention the date, the month, or even sometimes we mention the year, but not necessarily. Date and month will suffice in this context. So once again, the heading that should be catchy, then the mention of the correspondent or the reporter, and then mentioning the place and date at the very beginning of the drafting of the report. We then move on how to draft the content. After this brief discussion on the form which we are going to apply in this framing the report, now we will discuss about the content, that is the main draft which we are going to compose. We will divide it into 3, 4, 5 stages. Number 1, at the beginning of the report, we will mention the event. After that, the place where it has occurred, date, time, and consequences at a glance. Remember, we have already discussed in our form that we are going to mention the place and date. That is the form structure. But when we are on for composing the report, then again at the very outset, we will again mention the main event, the place, the date, the time, the consequences. One thing you must not forget, that while drafting the report, there comes the necessity to compose appropriate sentences that are complete and grammatically correct, meaningful sentences. So here the responsibility also lies to compose this reporting in accurate English. Well, after mentioning that, the second thing that we are going to mention is that the cause. Why has this thing occurred? If there is any information, there is any report that due to such reason, such and such, this incident occurred, then we will mention the cause there. Then we will come to casualties. Remember, we are today focusing on the reports, especially those which have some casualties. May it be an accident, may it be a natural calamity like earthquake or flood or cyclone, may it be a mishappening or occurrences like breaking out of fire in a marketplace or somewhere else, may it be even of a burglary. Some robbers have looted a bank, looted some houses in an area. Everything, every aspect that causes harm to people, and there will be casualties. So what type of casualties has been there, has happened due to this cause? That is the thing here we are to mention. Then there will be the rescue work or action taken. Now, if it is a road accident, rail accident, or a boat capsize, or even a fire breakout, then there will be a rescue work. Initially, that is done by the local people around, and administration then rushes to the spot. And action taken if there is some burglary, if there is some mishappening where a breach of law, violation of law is there, then the appropriate authorities will take some action to prevent it or to stop it. And finally, the aftermath, or so to say, latest situation. After everything has happened, there have been a cause, casualties, and rescue works and actions have been taken. What is the last situation according to the report prevailing in that spot or in that area? So these 5 things we are to incorporate in our composition of the report, that is to accidental report, one by one, and it will actually frame the entire corpus. Now, one thing is there, you must be familiar with this term register, that is stock expressions. This register or stock expression is a vital part of composing reports, especially for newspapers. Now, I must also suggest you to read news reports from the English newspaper to get more familiar and more knowledge about how the words and stock expressions are used in different types of reportings. With this, we end our framing of the newspaper report, especially for accidental purposes where there are some casualties. Now, with this is all for today. And if you have liked this video, don't forget to give a like. And those who are new to this channel, please subscribe so that you can be updated with every new coming video. And of course, don't forget to click the I button app. There will be links shared important in regard of this composition or any other material. Please check that and be assured to follow the videos. Once again, consult your teachers, read the books available to you, and even if you find any problem, of course, write in the comment box. Be decent in your manner. Till the next time we meet, stay fit, stay fine, and be safe. Thank you.